Hello lovelies, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I make these waist beads. I'm calling them infinite waist beads. I don't know if they're a thing, I just made up that name because they kind of look like an infinity sign. You will need your thread of choice. This is Aunt Lydia's crochet thread, and also the beads are these check seed beads, and they are all uniform in shape. They aren't irregular, so it's going to have a nicer finish. You'll also need some needles. I'm using big eye needles from Bead Along. They are easier to thread. Now you're going to want to measure yourself with your thread and double that and thread it through the needle. You're going to want 2 of those, and you're going to see why we're not going to quadruple these like I usually do. You just need 2 like double strands to work with to begin with. Once you get your 2 strands of needle and thread together, you're going to line them up and pin the ends together. So you're just going to get a clip and hold the ends together, or you could put a light knot in it, something that you can release later. Now to start beading, you're just going to get both of your needles and place them next to one another and start to bead. So I put about 12 or 13 to start the strand. I later on went in and added quite a bit more, so most of those infinite loops appear on the front of my waist, and then I have single strands along the sides of my waist. But if you wanted infinite loops all the way around, then yeah, you just start with about 11 or 12 and then start looping from there. Once you have your desired amount of beads, you just string it along all the way to the end, or as close as you can get to your knot or your clip. Then you separate both of the strands of thread, so both of the needles are going to be on opposite sides, and then you start to bead them individually. I added 11 seed beads to each strand. If you want your holes a little bigger, you just want to add a few more beads. If you want it smaller, you add less. You can experiment with the amount of beads you add to it. I did 11 because of symbolic reasons, and it just happened to be the right size loop for me. But you again just choose the size that you want. So once you have done the second strand with the same amount of beads, you're going to want to go ahead and you see that Y, you're going to put that together, and then you put the 2 needles together again like you did the first time, and then you're going to choose your accessory to, or your statement bead to add to it. So I'm just going to add the evil eye. It's a protection and it returns negative energy to sender. I do have a video showing you how I made some waist beads with the evil eye, so if you want more information you can look at that. And then I'm just going to string that onto my waist beads. Once that's secured, you're going to want to separate your needles again. So separate that string and add 11 more beads to each side. Now I hope right now it's obvious to see why I didn't add 4 strands to begin with on each side, because then it will create 8 strands. It will be very difficult to get any beads in between. Once you've added the 11 beads to each side, you're going to want to put the needles together again and add another accent bead. I've chosen this little crystallized blue bead just to change things up, but you can choose whichever one you'd like. I think I got that from Amazon. I'm not quite sure, but if it is, I will link it below along with everything else I'm using in this video, because I'm pretty sure everything can be found on Amazon. So see, the loops are being formed, and you just go ahead and repeat this process over and over again until you get to your desired length. Again, I don't know if these waist beads are a thing. It's just an idea that came to me and I decided to try it out, and it came out looking kind of nice, so I decided to show you how I made it. If these waist beads are something that you've seen before or something similar to it, let me know in the comments if what they're being called or if they have a name. After the idea came to me, I looked to see if there was anything out there like that, and I didn't see anything. So here again, this is the finished result. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you've made it to the end of this video, please comment with an evil eye emoji or just type in evil eye. I want to see how many people make it here. Subscribe for more, and thank you all for watching. Until next time.